Welcome to Charizard Colby. We are live and finally the moment is here. We are back about 1 o'clock with the PSA reveal. I picked them up from GameStop last night. I really only peeked at the grade on this one. I'm going to leave it a mystery for you guys. And then they did reject a card. I'm not sure why. There might be a note inside here. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll see why they rejected the card. It is a Charizard. And then we'll check the grade on the Gold Star here. Labubu Fest is later. We're going to go get him pimped out. But for now, let's check out the PSA returns. We're going to check them one by one and see why they got the grade. So let's go right into it. We'll start, I guess, left to right. We'll start with English cards first and then work into the top row, which is Japanese. From 1996 and then 1999 on these ones. All right. I did check out the grades online. We do have quite a few low grades here, guys, but these are vintage, so bear with me. I'm pretty sure almost every one of them still increased over raw price. So left to right, here we go. Backside of this card. Looks pretty good. There is a print line through it. So I see two lines. A little mark here. Oh, it's my Charizard. Okay, good one to start with, actually. This is the base set holo from 1999. A bit of kind of chafing on this whole edge. That must have knocked it pretty hard. Just decided to go ahead and grade every Charizard that we have, besides two that we're still restoring. So stay tuned for that process. We're actually taking out scratches from the holo foils and we're taking out dents. So if you're interested in card restoration and vintage, you're in the right place. This grade was a 6. I do remember looking at that one. So a few $100 card here. I think we came up like $100 just grading it. However, with my new information, there's a card I sent after this that we waxed the holo foil and PSA did not reject it. It is coming tomorrow. We're going to examine that card on another live, so hit the bell. But we might be cracking this card to wax the holo foil, and then we might resubmit and see if we can get any better than a 6. Welcome on in. What's up? What's up? PSA returns. We just checked out the base set Charizard, got a 6. Moving along the process. Go ahead and enter the chat if you want. Hi, Lee, 123, William. What's up, guys? Welcome in, welcome in. Go ahead and drop your favorite Pokemon. All right, guys, this one looks really clean. No corners. I do see some print lines. Here we go. Ah, the Rayquaza. I do remember peeking at this grade and was a little dissatisfied, so here we go. A 7. I could have sworn this was going to be a 9 or a 10. Must be this edge is slightly up in this corner. But what a beautiful card. We're definitely going to have to resubmit this one. All right, we got the base set Charizard. Welcome in. This is the peak of the stream. Everyone go ahead and subscribe and like if you could. You're helping out a young YouTuber here. We've got a Lugia V-Star. The Tempest Secrets, we got an 8 on. Not really happy with these modern grades that I got, guys. We're grading better on vintage. No whitening. There's a dot of poke mold here. Centering is off. But it's kind of a bummer, another 8. So we're moving on. These two we might have actually lost on, which is funny because they're the modern. Next card. Just a little bit of whitening on this top corner. Edge has a little whitening, and a print line on this top edge. It's a Raichu, a fossil. I do remember I paid $10 for this card, and it was just so clean. The holo foil is like almost perfect. So let's see what we got on this Raichu. The front looks great. A 6. Man, there is just a little bit of chafing on the holo foil. This might have to be one that we also restore. We might pull this one out and wax it. As I was telling the viewers earlier, we did send out a shadowless Raichu that I waxed and it did not get rejected. It should be in tomorrow. So we're going to go into card restoration. I guess this is a good thing for the channel. Let's see if we can bump up to 6 with a wax job. I'll teach you guys how to do that, and you can see live when it returns as well. All right, Raichu Fossil, that's a classic. Ooh, okay, guys. Giratina V. You saw it. Guess the grade. 10, baby, let's go. This is honestly the first modern card that I fell in love with. When you look at this card, your eye just is so captivated. It has the blues, greens. It's hard to tell what you're even looking at. So I must say, out of all the new modern art, this one did kind of get me back into it. I traded a Japanese Lugia for this $75 card that I traded into this. It was about a $100 card at the time. Now this is worth about $300 or $350. So I came up a few $100s on that trade, guys. That's the power of trading vintage for modern. If you know what you're doing, we picked a 10 from a trade. 2 hands, this went through and we still pulled a 10. That's incredible. All right. We'll make the Labubu hold the gold star here. Everyone hang out to get the gold star reveal. This is one of my dream cards, and this card increased about 80% within the past 2 months. When I sent that card out, it's now 80% valued more. And put that down just a little so no one can see the grade. All right, a super clean vintage 1996 Pocket Monsters. As it says Pocket Monsters, you guys know it's the Japanese. I have like the slightest dent right here. Ooh, a light Arcanine. So a lot of people know about the dark Pokemon, but they actually have light Pokemon they came out with. And this Arcanine was in a shoebox that I traded a guy. He pulled it out. He said he wasn't into it. Oh, look at the swirl, guys. Yo, if anyone's in the chat, type in swirl. I want to say hi to you. Get that chat rolling. I really dig cards where the swirls are by their eyes or they're kind of looking towards it. Anyway, paid just, I think, $4 or $5 for this card. We got an 8. Sword. What up? Yeah, so this was a really good one, guys. We got an 8. This might be a candidate to see if we can figure out why it got an 8. Later on, I swear there's not even a scratch on that hollow foil, so this might be a resubmit as well. I kind of got hosed on some of these. That light dent in the corner, maybe we can pressure that one out. Might put pressure and get that tiny dent out to get it up to that 9. All right, light Arcanine done. Thanks for saying swirl. Welcome in, guys. Ooh, this one's sick. All messages. I'm going to try to keep an eye on that chat a little bit more. Do you have any Paladin Fates? I'm not sure. If I do, I have like a pack or 2. I have a lot of single packs, guys. You can check out my other video on the sealed collection. Again, I found this in a dude's closet in a shoebox. I traded Prismatic Evolutions for some of these cards. I paid raw price, 50% of raw price on pricecharting.com for these cards. The gentleman didn't want them, and he really wanted to get up into other cards. So one piece of poke mold I could have got off on this card. Looks like I should have got that off before we sent it. But a 9 in the Alakazam, the Spoon Man. Pretty sweet. All right, guys, we got a few more, and then we're going to go into that gold star. Let's check out back condition. We got one nick in the corner, one little nick. I see some sideways lines. This will help you guys determine what your cards will get as well. Message. Okay, I saw a message and then it deleted. So we have a Misty's Gyarados. They just came out with the Misty's Gyarados again in the new packs, guys. If you check our polls back on my post on my channel, you can see I have polls that we do often and show off different modern versus vintage. And I just noticed a partial swirl right underneath him right here. Umbreon VMAX 10, awesome. Yo, chat, can we type in swirl again to get some more people up in here? Partial swirl right there. Trying to show you. There it is. There's the hook of the swirl. Nice. Misty's Gyarados, guys. I think the vintage definitely takes the cake on that one. All right, next card. We're examining the corners. We do have like a little nick. All of them kind of had a little pressure mark, probably from a binder at some point there. And I'm imagining there's a little nick there. Guessing that's what took some of these down. Poliwrath, hollow. And look at, he's got a swirl too, guys. Let's see where it's at. He's pointing at the swirl. All right, someone say swirl again. That's my favorite, when they're pointing or looking at them. A 9. That's a really cool card, guys. We're definitely keeping this one in its case, considering it did have that flaw there in one. I have a Slowking 9. Nice. That's super awesome. I have a few Slowkings and Slowbros in my PC. I'll show those off some more here eventually. But yeah, check that out. Pointing right at a swirl with a swirl on his belly. Poliwhirl Japanese, 1996 from the Neo Genesis, I believe. All right, 3 more, then we're going to the Gold Star. All right, checking condition. Corner again, we have just these light chafe marks on the edges. So we'll go over to it. Oh, it's a Blossom. Hollow. Off-centered pretty bad left to right. Let's go ahead. The hollow foil is pretty nice. Again, these came out of a shoebox in a guy's closet. A 9. Incredible, guys. I'll take it. A 9 Blossom. A card that's 25 years old. Oh, and we have a swirl. Can we put swirl in the chat, guys? We are swirl collecting. Right up there. We got a swirl. I didn't even notice that one before, so that's really cool. It really helps on the video sometimes. Swirl check. Nice. Those two got the swirls. And that one has a swirl. Arcanine got a swirl. It's a swirl factory. All right, 2 more. Pocket Monster. Japanese. We got some print lines. Again, that one little pressure dent that was on every single one of these probably came out of a binder. No way. So you guys see this little pressure mark right here? There's a little white mark. But check out this. We got a 10. We're definitely keeping that in the PSA slab. A 10 unknown hollow out of a shoebox. Look at that surface. Last one, prismatic. Silver. Oh, nice. All right, 1 more. We secured a 10, y'all. That's the awesome part about vintage. Classic tail of these cards here. They all had a little mark. Sabrina's Japanese. Sabrina's, what is it? Trainer. I also have the Sabrina's Gengar. We're checking for swirls. Oh, we got a swirl on the swirl right there. Look at that. And it almost looks like a heart. We got a swirl and a heart. Awesome. But only a 7. I was really hoping for more on this card. This might go into the wax as well. Oh, there's a nick right there on her. I never noticed that. That's why I got a 7. Okay, well, everyone, we'll get to this in just one moment. But first, PSA did reject a card, and I'm not sure why. I'm hoping that there's a note inside here. Otherwise, I have to check my emails a bit more and or do a little bit of Redditing. If you guys could tell me as well, why did this card come back? A, it could be fake. B, it could be they don't grade it anymore. There could be a lot of reasons. So let me go grab a knife so I don't just rip it open. That's actually a pretty thick sticker. What's everyone's favorite PSA card that you have in your collection? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. I'll go ahead and read that. This gold star is definitely going to be mine. Okay. Okay. It says return, no grade, no charge, no holder, do not holder. They rejected my gold card, guys. The gold Pokemon card didn't get graded. I looked it up online. I've seen some graded before, so I'm not sure why they sent this back. I'm a little disappointed they sent it back with all of this stuff, that cardboard chunks on it. So now I have to take this card out and look it. They definitely slid it out and refolded it back on over the edge here. I didn't have it like that when I sent. So hopefully they didn't scratch this one too much. We'll probably have to send it to CGC. If anyone could tell me why this one got rejected, would be awesome. Is PSA just not doing these gold cards right now? But yeah, everyone, welcome back in. This is another peak flow for it. Check out the creme de la creme right here. We got the gold star. It, like I was saying, went up about 80% in 2 months before I could even get it back. This thing's been like hotcakes. I think it's because Clover Cards is actually opening up a bunch of vintage packs right now, and Clover Cards is pulling 10 gold stars. So here's the condition of this one, guys. We traded a lot of stuff. Shout out Double K Collectibles. Go ahead and follow him on Facebook, Double K Collectibles. He's here in Redmond, Oregon. But this card is absolutely cooked. It's the worst condition card I've ever picked up for over $1,000. We paid over $1K for this, traded a lot of stuff to get up to that value. And sure enough, they gave us, can I get a round of applause? Charizard Colby's first ever official PSA 1. Now that might be a little underwhelming, but go ahead and look that up. There's actually quite a following for PSA 1 collectors, especially in high-end cards like this, where a PSA 10 is $40,000. So I'm really happy with the one, guys. It's almost a $2,000 card. I cannot believe it. It's taken 8 years of trading up for this. This is kind of the highlight of Charizard Colby right now. I appreciate everyone following along. It started with the base set Charizard 8 years ago. I started hunting down more and more. We finally got to a gold star. And honestly, right now, guys, we're selling everything else. We're keeping the Charizards, and we're going to hunt down a first edition. I'm skipping Shadowless, and we're going to skip the Shining. We're going straight to first edition. I'm probably going to have to trade off this in my other base sets, but once I get the first edition Charizard, I think the mission will be pretty much complete. And I appreciate everyone joining along. We're midway through the process. This has to go to CGC. If this gold card comes back at a 9 or a 10, we're talking pretty good money, potentially able to combine these to get a first edition. And yeah, I'm with my girlfriend now. We're going to take our Labubus. We're going to Labubu Fest. I opened him in one of the last live videos, and now he's going to go get clothed out and pimped out. Some tattoos maybe. We'll see what we can do for the Labubu. Everyone have a great rest of your day, and happy Pokemon hunting. I hope your dreams come true. It's a slow process, but you guys can work your way up into stuff. Just collect what you love, and it will happen. All right. See you, Tran. 1, 2, 3. Liam Tran, I appreciate you guys joining in. I'll show you guys my Slow King. Umbreon, super sweet. I had to give up on the Evolutions. Unfortunately, I can't keep up. I can only try to keep up with the Charizards right now, and that's why we're Charizard Colby. All right, peace out, everybody. Happy Pokemon hunting.